Team India had crushed Pakistan in the last played ODI match, but some of the liberals of our country are still having some bundle moments. So, what the experts are saying, please have a look.
Seen it all play out. I think you tweeted perhaps earlier today or yesterday or something as approximate as the last 24 hours, calling out this hypocrisy. But it is singularly reserved for Indian cricket fans. And let me be very, very blunt here, for Hindu cricket fans. Why?
Good evening, Rahul. There are two issues. In fact, I saw your primer, and I think on the left-hand side, you also have the topic of ISRO scientist, ISRO chief being trolled for going to a temple, and on the other side, you have Hindus being trolled for just shouting Jai Shri Ram. I think let's be very honest here. There are two issues here, and I'd like to delve a little bit philosophically in this because, to be honest with you, I think Hindus are tired of this perpetual guilt tripping and being at the receiving end of manufactured victimhood. Those outraging at Jai Shri Ram being chanted are silent when Pakistani players boast of performing namaz in front of a stadium full of Hindus to humiliate them. They are the same people who claim Hindus provoke Muslims by taking religious processions through quote-unquote Muslim areas. I just don't get it, Rahul. The actions of one boisterous fan have been extrapolated to 1 lakh people by that same logic. Why are the actions of Owaisi always seen in isolation? Look, I wouldn't have done it, but then I wouldn't have screamed every day at a Muslim that Shiva was the only God. So, Rahul, the essence of Azan, which is, quote, there is no God but Allah and no one has the right to be worshipped but Allah 4062, unquote, amplified through the loudspeaker 5 times a day, every single day, whole year round, is not provocative. But saying Jai Shri Ram to a Pakistani player who openly exhibited his religious zealotry is. Besides, provocation is subjective. Only violent people are provoked into violence. And talking of provocation, the very existence of a kafir is provocative. 98:6, 929, 456, 973, 21, 98, 470, and 100 other verses. The Muslims are under no obligation to follow the Ganga Jamni Tehzeeb or the so-called Bhaichara. In fact, their scriptures specifically ask them not to. Was it not Ambedkar or some other Sanghi who said Islam is a closed corporation and the brotherhood of Islam is not the universal brotherhood of man? It is the brotherhood of Muslims for Muslims only. For those who are outside this corporation, there is nothing but contempt and enmity. So was Ambedkar Sanghi now? As Pushpendra Kulshesh quips, भाईचारा कहते रहते हो, पहले पता तो लगाओ भाई कौन है और चारा कौन है. I mean, Rahul, are we trying to reinvent the wheel here? Please tell me. Al kufr milatun wahida. Disbelievers are one nation. Do not forget that disbelievers are allies of one another. 873. Do not take disbelievers as friends unless they convert and kill them if they refuse. 489. Also, remember how the best of friends gave away the locations of Hindus like Kanhaiya Lal and Kole who supported Nupur so they could be beheaded. And as far as Jai Shri Ram is concerned, Mahatma Gandhi even guilt tripped us into chanting a bhajan whose devotional lyrics he secularized, but not anymore. Hindus are tired. Now, point number 2. This is regarding this controversy over ISRO chief going to Tirupati to seek blessings of the success for the mission and later on thanking the god. Quote, I owe everything to goddess Namakal who leaves formulae on my tongue in my dreams. Who said this? Ramanujam. Quote, I always found solution to difficult engineering problems during the prayer of Fajr. Who says this? APJ Abdul Kalam. Narinder Kapani, inventor of the fiber optic cable, was a religious Sikh and believer in the divinity of the sacred gurus. Quote, Earth was formed by God in 6 days. Who said this? Raymond Damadian, inventor of the MRI. Would those chauthi fails abusing ISRO scientists and chiefs for offering prayers at Tirupati for the success of their missions also now cancel Ramanujam and Kalam? Look, believers can be great scientists. Yes, as a Darwinian atheist, I for one believe that science is the antithesis of religion and that God does not exist, and that especially after the discoveries of Hubble and Darwin, scientists who believe in those discoveries must not believe in God as a creator. But this doesn't mean that those who believe he or she does exist cannot pursue science or be brilliant at it. And for heaven's sake, how shameless can you be when you scoff at a believer like the ISRO chief, but yourself believe that Prophet ascended to heaven on a horse, winged horse? So please, let us not guilt trip Hindus anymore. We are simply tired of this.